Well, Slim and them has done it again. As he and Snoop have put their differences behind each other. Snoop and Eminem had a phone conversation, hashed everything out. But this is always happens after Eminem makes a record. Now, what we did find out is Eminem was working on a new record for a movie soundtrack. And working with Lucas Arts and all these things was transpiring at the time. So I don't know what movie it was, but he's working on a soundtrack song. And that's all what he's been doing lately is just making songs for soundtracks because he's getting paid money for it and big money, more almost basically more than the album budget. It keeps his lights on. 'Cause that money is timeless. Now, it's amazing how they make these opportunities for Eminem and no one else. Now, let's get into it. Um, Snoop and M, as you know, have mutual friends. They were able to get them in contact, and Snoop was able to go over his issues he had with Eminem. And the details of the information of this conversation I don't have in full, as they wanted to keep that between him and Eminem. But one of the agreed things was that neither person would disrespect the other again. As Eminem was, hey, yo, B, I love you, Snoop. You was my uncle. I don't know why. And Snoop basically told him, well, when your uncle talk, sometimes you got to shut the F up and take it like a man and say, oh, I must have did something wrong. Let me reach out to Snoop and see what's going on. You decide to make a whack ass record. So this went back and forth for a while, but it turned out to be in the end. So when it's all said and done, I just think that people would look at it and be able to respect both for their craft. That this was more of an ego pissing contest than anything else. You know? Now, when you look at issues or developments, you should always ask yourself, what is this about? What started it? But what was very interesting when I heard about the conversations when they said they apologized to each other. Why was Eminem apologizing? What did he do? What did he feel he did? Hmm? That's what's important. What did Eminem feel he did wrong? That's important. What did Eminem feel that he did wrong? He had to felt like something went wrong somewhere. Something had to go left. Because why would he feel that he did something wrong? Hmm? I don't have I don't have a clue as to what they said, but I know the conversation took place based on the person who was actually there in the studio, basically with Snoop. Says Snoop is working on a song with some artist that he couldn't say. And that the conversation happened with Snoop while they were in the studio. So let that sink in. Then we have other scenarios in play. Dr. Dre going through surgery. Life saving surgery. So we're going through those motions, then there you have it. You know, that could bring people together. But somebody told me they did this before Dr. Dre got sick and was in the hospital. So that story's eliminated. But the whole thing is Snoop wanted something from Eminem, whatever this was. And it didn't get done, or he felt slighted, as if Snoop wasn't important anymore. Something Eminem done down the road that pissed Snoop off, and Snoop felt disrespected by him. So Snoop wanted to remind everybody about Eminem. And he's trying to say it wasn't personal, but it was indeed personal. So on that note, you know, I'm just go ahead and do my thing.